Hello and welcome to Mashable's Air Friday. I am culture reporter Tim Marson, and on Air Friday we air fry anything and everything in the name of deliciousness. This week we are air frying chicken thighs. Now, if you want to follow along at home, you can click the icons throughout the video to shop the products that we use. Okay, so chicken thighs in the air fryer. I'm working with, here I have skin off, bone in chicken thighs. It's what was at my grocery store, looked like a good price and a good product. Now you can do skin on. That might take a little bit. You might want to tweak a little bit just to render the fat off of that, but it's still very easy in the air fryer. You can do boneless and they will cook extremely fast. Again, this is what I had. Now, what I did with these chicken thighs is yesterday when I had some time, I put them in a marinade. You can kind of see from the color on the chicken there. You can do whatever marinade you like. You can Google one, you can use whatever. I'll tell you what I did. It's kind of my usual go-to marinade when I don't, want to get creative with it. It's just whatever I have lying around. So I did soy sauce. I did some balsamic vinegar for acid. I used some pineapple chunks in a can that I had lying around because that's good. It'll tenderize the meat and give it a little bit of sweetness that'll carry through. And then I used like some chili garlic like paste sort of deal to give it a little bit of heat. I let that marinate for about a day or so until I was ready to use it. And then all we're gonna do is we're gonna season our chicken thighs. What I have here, this is a mix of salt, pepper, cayenne pepper because I like a little bit of heat, and some dried herbs. We're gonna season the chicken. We're gonna preheat our air fryer to about 400 degrees, and we're gonna cook them for maybe 20 minutes, but it depends on, again, kind of your air fryer and what product you're using. These are relatively small bone-in chicken thighs, so they should cook like relatively quickly. Using boneless, they're gonna cook extremely quickly. If they're larger, they might take a little bit more time. If your air fryer doesn't get quite as hot, it might take a little bit more time. So you really wanna use a meat thermometer to keep track of these things. But anyway, here we go. We're just gonna season the chicken. Mix it in nice and good. So you can see, just getting it everywhere. Let that kind of sit and soak in for a minute while we preheat the air fryer to 400 degrees. I'm gonna kind of take a guesstimate that the thighs will take about 20 minutes to cook. But again, the way you want to really cook something like chicken especially is to get a meat thermometer and just take an internal temperature. That's the best and safest way if you're cooking at home. Chicken, you want to cook to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Internal, I usually take it a little bit higher, somewhere at least to like 170, 175. Chicken thighs are super forgiving, they don't dry out, and I just like to make sure that they're fully cooked through before I eat them. But anyway, we've got it preheated. All I'm gonna do is take the basket. I've got a little bit of canola oil here. Just spray it down so nothing sticks. We're gonna take our chicken, gonna lie it down like so. You can hear, that's a nice preheated air fryer. You can hear the sizzle. Just lay it down, throw them in there for about 20 minutes or so until 165 degrees, and then enjoy. Okay, so our chicken thighs are finished cooking. I mentioned that my thighs were on the smaller side, so they actually finished in about 15 minutes. I took internal temperature readings with a meat thermometer. We ranged from everywhere around like 167 to, on the high end, 178 in different parts of the chicken thighs on different thighs. So that means we're cooked through, we're good. Give you a peek. This is what they look like. Nice and charred on the top and cooked all the way through. I'm gonna get them on a plate and we'll give them a taste. Here's how they look on a plate, nice and plated up. Here you go, you can see we've got some char, tender meat inside, obviously still hot. That's really good. I really recommend this recipe. I think marinating the chicken thighs is really the way to go. You get an amount of flavor throughout the whole chicken that you're just not gonna get otherwise. I think you can eat these straight, you can just have them like that. But what I really appreciate is it's sort of like a staple that you can use elsewhere. If you want to make a salad, you can air fry chicken thighs and put it over salad, over rice, whatever. It's a really great thing to have around. Yeah, so I say marinate your chicken thighs. As long as you use some soy sauce, some acid, you'll be good. Maybe a little sugar, something sweet. Yeah, this is the sort of thing you should do in your air fryer instead of kind of like hacky, like hacks you'll see on TikTok that really never end up being that good. Cook real food, it's great.